Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and next we're going to talk about one of my favorite flowers, cosmos. So now to figure out how to grow cosmos flowers, you need to find out where they're native. Now cosmos are native to Mexico, so they like dry, arid, hot conditions. So you wouldn't want to plant them in wet clay and lots of compost and really wet, soggy conditions. They do much better in extreme heat and poor soil and lots of water, but dry them out in between completely. Because if they stay wet in any way, they'll rot right out, even in the middle of summer. Now, cosmos are an annual, so that means you have to start them every year. You don't just plant them one year, they don't come back the next year. You've got to start them in the spring each year because they freeze out in the winter if you live in a cold climate. If you live in a warm climate, a lot of times they will come back from year to year, just from the plant itself. So when you're starting the seeds, okay. So as you notice, they're just small seeds, and you want to plant those about a half an inch to a quarter inch deep, and you can put them right into the soil, or you can put them right into a container, or you can start them in seed trays first, which is one of the easier ways to do it. And I like to put just a couple per seed tray. And then you want to cover that up just barely, like a quarter inch, half an inch. And whether you start them in a seed tray or you start them in the ground, so whether you start them right into the soil or you start them in a seed tray, when you water them, make sure not to use a heavy stream. Try to get a mister or put some cloth on top so that it just drips down and then it's not a heavy stream and that the seeds just wash away. And with cosmos, you want to put them in full sun. They've got to be in raised beds with good drainage. They don't want to sit in muck at all. And put them in some place where they're going to get as hot as they possibly can get. And they will come up and they'll bloom in the summer through the fall. And a lot of times as they look ratty too, I'll trim them down just a little bit as the blooms bloom out. A lot of times they'll keep shooting up even more blooms. Now you can collect the seeds in the fall once they're done blooming and then turn around, save them all winter, and start them again in the spring so you don't have to go out and buy new seeds. Now cosmos are a great addition to your flower garden.